Hi, everybody. Oh, welcome to our midday Hudson Gives. It's 12 p.m. exactly. Hope everybody can hear me. I'm going to just take a second to get this live streamed onto our Hudson Gives site. So just bear with me as I do this really quickly. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Hey, Jennifer. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great.
All right, hold on. I'm just going to get the live stream up on the Hudson Gives site, which I just need to pop in. So do you want to just go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone? We are live on Facebook.
All right, awesome, fantastic. Hi, so I am Jen Hughes, and I am the Development and Communications Director for the Learning Community Charter School. Our nonprofit is Friends of LCCS. I'm also the co-chair of the steering committee for Hudson Gives. And like everyone else, we've been watching with great anticipation and excitement the numbers rolling in. It is just so enormously rewarding to see so many organizations doing so well. I keep hitting refresh and I keep checking up on the organizations that are important to me and then ones that I've worked with as a committee co-chair for our organization. So Learning Community Charter School is a pre-K through 8th grade public charter school in Jersey City. We have 640 students and we serve the entire city. We are very enormously proud of the fact that we serve the entire city, that we have students come from all wards. You know, we have so many exciting things happening all the time. I just, today I'm also in the process of planning a fun event with our 4th grade team. They do a business study. So they come up with business plans for what they want to do and businesses they'd like to start and run. And they do a business plan. So it's actually phenomenal. And
you guys need judges? We could, you know, maybe recruit some judges from the chamber one year for you guys.
I am actually looking at that, and I do know that in past years, a good friend to our organization, Paul Silverman of Silverman Building, has come in and given out his business card, especially to one student who had a dog walking business in Hamilton Park. And Paul wound up promoting this student dog walker at one of his buildings. So it was a great partnership.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, I hear my dog in the background. Give me, and I have to add some sugar. My coffee is too strong.
Get some sugar.
Can you start to explain to everybody what's going to happen at 12:12, which is
absolutely. Yes, I will absolutely explain what's going to happen at 12:12. So at 12:12, our match minute starts. So the second of 12:12 is when the match minute starts. And the 60 seconds after that time period is when all donations will be matched. Individual donations up to $25 will be matched up to $3,200, thanks to our good friends at Goya. Who is our prime sponsor here for Hudson Gives. And so what people are doing is they are often queuing up their basically their donation portals. I actually have on a separate screen here some donations that I'm going to be making. So I've entered all my information in, the organization I want to support, the amount, my little personal message. For that organization. I put in my credit card information and I am literally waiting to hit send. So it's a fantastic way for organizations to really make those gifts count even more, because you'll see that they'll be matched. Oh, look at that. What a good baby.
Sorry, it's not Hudson Gives if Maria doesn't have her pugs with her. Sorry. Everybody should be getting ready for their match minute, not watching me, not watching me. No, no,
That's
no.
okay. I was explaining that I actually have queued up on my other page my donations that I want to be matched. So I am literally.
I'm doing this right now. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I gotta hurry.
Do it. So I put in the amounts that I want to donate, the organizations that I'd like to support. And one of them that I'm going to be supporting is Cantigas. It's a women's choir in Jersey City and in Hudson County. They have, I think, members throughout the county. They just do really incredible work, bringing people together through the gift of song. And one of our teachers, our music and movement instructor, Ms. Mira Jaffrey, is a member of that choir.
Can I just, I have to do this, and it's shameful. Everybody knows who I am, I think. Maria Nieves, Hudson County Chamber President, CEO. I'm a big booster and champion for all of our nonprofits. But I often forget to make a plug for my own nonprofit, which is the Hudson County Chamber Foundation. So if you're enjoying Hudson Gives and really loving what Hudson Gives is all about, please donate to the Hudson County Chamber Foundation. You can do this in two ways. Just make a straight out donation to our foundation. We are one of the participating nonprofits. Or you can tip the host because we are the host organization. So you can make a donation to Cantigas. And then when asked if you want to tip the host, tip us, tip the host. So go ahead, Jennifer. I just have to make a plug for us because we also need funding in order to support the staff here. And a lot of what we do, I mean, it all takes funding, and
and I'd like to speak to that
and grow this organization so we can grow Hudson Gives to like $1 million event.
And I would like to speak to that for a second, because I think what you have been able to do for the nonprofit community in Hudson County is just phenomenal. And I think that I remember when we had those very first meetings discussing this with the nonprofit council, as to how the chamber and how the Chamber Foundation could better support nonprofits in the region. I think the thing that really struck me was the fact that this is not something that you or the chamber or the foundation had to do. This was not something that, you could have just chugged merrily along, doing the amazing work that you do for the business community, but you recognize not only is that the nonprofit sector is a huge engine in Hudson County, just as it is throughout the entire country, for the economy, for business sector, for everything that we do and care about, but recognizing the importance of the nonprofit sector, but then also saying we recognize this is an important part, but we're going to put like our money, our time, our effort, our passion behind it is just, and it just overwhelms me every year, because it's like, we're here because we work for nonprofits and that's what we do. And, that is our reason for getting up every single morning. And the fact that you have just made this into the force that it is, where, in the last 3 years, we are over $1 million in support for nonprofits is just phenomenal. And I'm looking, we're getting close. It's 12:09 by my clock.
All right, so I'm gonna put in one more.
Okay, put in one more. I'm gonna toggle back and forth. I gotta make sure my page is still good. Yep, it's still good. I'm waiting to hit my next button.
All right, and then I'm gonna do next, and then I'm gonna put in my credit card info, right?
Yep.
So everybody has to get all of this done so that they can click on the submit button exactly in less than 3 minutes now.
Less than 3 minutes. Well, and I can't wait.
What I should do is I should also pull up the page. Let me just do this. I'm putting in my credit card.
I'm doing it there. And then I'm gonna.
So Maria doing it last minute like this.
Well, you know what? Last minute is still done.
That's right.
I learned that as a newspaper reporter. So I can't wait to see what happens with our leaderboard in this next minute. I think it's going to be really fun to see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, 12:10. We got 2 minutes.
Okay, so which page? It should be like when I put the credit card info in and my mailing address, all that. I don't click on next yet, right?
I don't think so, because I think I don't know whether there's 2 more clips or 1, but it's quick.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then is while we wait for that, I'm going to pull up the Hudson Gives site on our shared screen so that anybody on Facebook watching us or YouTube watching us.
Look at this.
See the ticker, because this is always Wild Ride. And Wendy texted me. So let's see what she texted me. Okay.
All
We're
right,
gonna have
I'm waiting.
someone-
12:11. It's 12:11.
Oh, right. Don't forget to hit next, Maria.
Don't forget to hit next. Okay, we're gonna see. I wish I had like a second counter, but
I bet you some people hit next prematurely because I saw that.
well, it's fast. Remember, we deplete this match like almost instantly.
I know one year I want this match to be like $10,000 or $20,000. That would be super cool.
That would be amazing. All right, 12:11, 12:11, 12:11.
The anticipation group.
Ah! Let's see. I keep hitting refresh on my phone.
My computer still says 12:11.
Me too.
I'm due. So just waiting for the second.
Up, 12:12. Go, go, go. Submit, submit, submit.
All right, mine are off and running. Let's see if I make it in time.
All right, I got your receipt
look at
along with a
that.
thank you message.
Oh my
Woo!
God. Look at the ticker.
Oh, look at it go.
Oh, mine are in. Mine are in. I hope that means we got a match.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Look at it go.
Holy cow. That's just exciting. That's just exciting, exciting. I still don't have my popcorn. What's wrong with me?
I know.
have popcorn.
And I need to get more ice cream.
Yes. Oh, that's a great idea. Maybe I'll get some ice cream on the way to the office, where I will be live zooming from the office later today.
Wow, look at it go. That's fantastic. I know that last year we received $900 in matches.
Oh, wow. Well, you guys are very good at this. And I have been noticing, I've been watching you guys. You were like number 19 when we started this morning, and you're slowly creeping up there.
Slowly. But you know what? I have to say, like, I mean, I'm in this weird situation where I am like, obviously I'm, so excited about LCCS and what we're going to accomplish, and all of our people who are like behind the scenes texting and everything. But I'm also so excited for all the other organizations.
I know.
I've texted a couple of our peers already. One time when one of the other schools was ahead of us, I screenshot it and texted her. I was like, go get it. So,
I think we've generated more than $12,000 in this match minute.
Whoa. Holy macaroni.
Let's see if this continues, because it's going up really speedily here.
It is.
Apparently it's now 12:14, so we're a couple minutes now past it, but it takes the system obviously a while to process all
It does, but that's the exciting thing, and I think it really gets people motivated. I know that I sent out a bunch of text messages telling everyone, and Women Rising had a great idea. I don't know if you saw their social media where they, if anyone's looking at this for the next match minute, they said to everyone, their message was, set your alarm 5 minutes ahead of time so you remember to do it. So that's what they told their supporters.
That's what I'm going to do this afternoon. I'm going to reach out to my board and remind them.
Yep.
I was so busy this morning, I forgot to remind them about 12:12, but there's always another opportunity because the next one is at 7:36 this evening. You can have dinner, you can get your drink out, you can get your popcorn out, and then you can make your donations.
And here's a text from one of our really wonderful teachers who texted me. I think I got it in on time. It was a little slow on the confirmation loading, but yeah, she's the best. So, and I have to say, I'm very pleased that we have, let's see, so Learning Suite, that's a school, Ethical Culture Community is a school, School for the Blind, and then us, we've got a lot of schools represented. So that's, I like that as an educating in the education field.
I'd love to, look at number 15 is Hamilton Park, Montessori.
Yep.
Kindle Education Foundation is setting up a new school in Jersey.
That's phenomenal. And
to see what they are. Now, the Learning Suite is also a school, and
yep.
I awarded them a freshman prize already, because that prize is for the first year Hudson Give participation organization. So it's their first year doing Hudson Gives, and they have to get the first 4 that get more than 20. Now, I believe there are a couple others who are already there. So I'm just going to do a second here to check on making sure that a couple of these are okay. I need to pull up. I have to go back for a second now.
Yeah,
they're look at this.
So yeah, wow, look at that go.
Wait, that's wrong. That's wrong. Hold on. Let's refresh this. Wait, that's wrong too, isn't it? I have a number. Yeah.
So I have 256, 684. Yep.
Okay. Why am I seeing a different number on this computer?
256, 934. I think it's just, it's a, you know, it's got a little bit of a lag.
277. Yeah. It's interesting to watch the lag. I have 2 different computers going, so I can see where the number is heading, because this computer over here is faster than what I'm showing you on screen here.
But I think the fact that, you know, an organization, you know, like Learning Suite, which is the Bergen Montessori school, you know, being a freshman and doing as well as they're doing, you know, I know that Whole Spectrum Autism, they're fairly recent. They, you know, they were not quite this successful last year. They're doing fantastic. Let's see who else is up here. Liberty Humane, they're new to us, certainly not new in the nonprofit and, you know, charity world in the region, but they're doing quite well. Church World Service is doing well. I think it's really amazing to see these organizations that, you know, like either they're in their first year or, you know, they were, you know, they kind of, you know, started maybe last year, got their feet wet, and now they're like really in.
Yes, indeed. So I'm just checking on number 11. I don't know if they've ever joined us before.
Wow.
I want to say they haven't, and they're doing incredibly well.
Holy cow. No, yeah, I'm not even, yeah.
I just checked. They didn't join us last year. So let me go back just to, you know, I've got to be very sure when giving out prizes, but they would be another winner of one of our freshman prizes.
They're fantastic. And look, they really, and they also, as we all talked about during this process, understood the power of having those peer-to-peer fundraisers. They have, you know, their top peer-to-peer fundraiser has $3,200 raised. So, you know, they really saw that, you know, the value in having that commitment from people who are really, you know, involved with your organization to spread the word.
So this is their first year, so I can confirm that they will be a winner of a freshman year prize, which is $250, because as we can see, they have 57 donors. I'm just going to check. Obviously, I'm fairly certain that at least 20 of those are online donors. And then the other winners would be Kindle.
Oh, that's great.
And then I'm thinking the next winner, we'll have to see who that is. I'll have to go through the list. Oh, it might be number 24, Temple Beth L. Liberty Humane Society has actually joined us before in 2019. I am glad, however, to see them back.
They're fantastic, and you know
Who doesn't love pets. I mean, I love pets, as everybody knows.
Well, and then Temple Bethel is fantastic. I mean, you know, they have a food pantry, And we've had students volunteer there before, so they do really incredible work, supporting the community, around their facility. So
I have to say, I'm not familiar with them, but I'm glad that they are here with us, joining us for Hudson Gives, and absolutely taking advantage of this to support the good work that they obviously do for the community.
yeah,
Especially now, I think we all know that food insecurity since this pandemic has started has just been a tremendous issue and challenge. And now we've got the inflation and the supply chain issues that have been plaguing the economy, the world economy for the past year. So that's important work that they are doing.
well, and when you look at the fact of so many of our organizations, are serving, at-risk and populations in need like that, whether it's the Hoboken Community Center and Pantry, the Hoboken Shelter, Church World Service does work like that. St. Matthew Trinity Lunchtime Ministry does that work. There's a lot of organizations. I think actually, what is it? It's hang on a second, the exact name of Youth Foundation of Jersey City, I think, does some of that work. They really are responding to those needs. And I think that the fantastic thing about all of those organizations is that a lot of them are smaller organizations, and they tend to be very nimble, very able to respond quickly to needs within the community. And I think that that's just so incredibly important, because things change very quickly in terms of like what organizations are in need, where those needs are coming from, and being able to kind of go to them as quickly as possible. And that's what, funding like Hudson Gives does for these organizations. It gives them the ability to do that.
Now I have to just go back and check the rules for this prize, because I did check earlier, and I think I just need to make sure I'm doing this correctly.
Yeah.
I know for sure that the top three in terms of getting 20 donors were the Learning Suite, Hoboken Family Planning, and Kindle. But I believe Barrow Mansion, which is now at 25, might have gotten to 20 before Temple Bethel. I just don't know. So I'm going to have to run a report.
Got it. Well, that's the thing. We got to see what's going on, because everything moves very quickly. I know that I just looked at my my own peer-to-peer fundraisers, and it looks like they're bouncing around up and down. I've got 5 of them, so I feel like they're doing a good job to put out the word. And then let's see. And then someone else just texted me on. I'll just see. She's trying to see whether her donation got matched. We don't quite know yet, because obviously it moves pretty fast. Let's see this leaderboard. Whew, look at that.
All right, I'm gonna try another. Yes, there we go. Okay.
So while you're looking, I want to just sort of give a little shout out to the organizations that I sort of kind of worked with and on their campaigns. And I think that it was really interesting to work with them, because they're all very different organizations and did different kind of work. Obviously, I did work with a lot of some of the other schools, ethical community, charter school. They have a very well established. Go ahead, go do your thing. I'll talk to anyone who's listening, because because I love these organizations, and they're just doing such incredible things. I'm going to see if, she's still sharing. But obviously, ethical, we collaborate on a lot of different things, and we were able to talk. They're doing fantastic work. So the Kindle Education Foundation is working to start a new school, a new charter school in Jersey City. It would be for, I think it is middle school and high school. And they are just it's just such a phenomenal need for different educational opportunities. So Kindle Education Foundation, I think, is a fantastic organization. One of the other organizations that I worked for or worked with and talked to about was, wish I could pull them up while she's away.
What are you looking for? Sorry, it was one of our nonprofits calling me to say, ask a question about how to do offline donations. And,
Got it.
And I helped them out, and they're also a newbie, so I had to.
Got it. If you can stop sharing your screen, and I want to share as I'm talking about these guys.
Sure.
Sure. All right. So let me see if I can pull some of these up. Yep. I'm good. All right. So this was another school that I worked with in terms of kind of helping them. This is just some of the organizations that, as a co-chair, you kind of get a chance to talk to people about their campaigns. St. Joseph's School for the Blind is just an amazing organization in Jersey City, but they serve children from all over northern New Jersey. And they just do incredible work for students with disabilities. And they're a lot of fun, and the kids are just phenomenal. And then here, I was going to pull this up so you guys can see this one. So this is the Kindle Education Foundation. They're looking to launch a new school, which is so important for parents to have different choices for schools in Jersey City. And this is a great way for them to kind of get off the ground and get started. And then let me just go down my list. Switching gears a little bit, I had a lot of fun working with the people at the Native Plant Society. They are also really fantastic because they combine this idea of making sure that there's native plants in green spaces and gardens throughout the state. This is the Hudson County chapter. But one of the things that they do, which is really cool, is they partner with other, like, either community gardens or schools. And then so you're basically kind of, doing a lot of important things for the environment, but then you're also partnering with other organizations to get into green spaces, get into schools, get kids thinking about conservation and the importance of native plants. So I love that kind of combination of those two worlds kind of coming together. All right, next up was, so Liberty Humane, that was another one I got a chance to talk to a lot. I don't think anybody knows them. They're pretty familiar with them in the region in terms of, what they do for animals. And I also have to give a separate plug because I am I do foster kittens for Liberty Humane, which I'll post some of them later so everyone can see how adorable they are. They're a lot of fun to work with. Arts team. Just giving a shout out to all the different people who I got a chance to work with. So educational arts team is also just fantastic because they just do really great programs for kids, art programs for students throughout Hudson County. They're phenomenal. Okay.
I'm trying to send out another email blast this afternoon from the chamber where I can highlight some organizations. I think I did this 2 days ago, and I said, if you donate, I don't know, $10 to Triangle Park, this is what it'll get you.
Yeah.
So I chose various ones where they do that on their page. They sort of explain what your donation can do.
Right.
So I'll try to do that again this afternoon and highlight some of these.
Yeah, I think it's great. And like I said, I just really enjoyed working with all these other nonprofit peers on their campaigns and getting a chance to learn about the work that they're doing and how to amplify their messages. Like Youth Foundation of Jersey City is great. They do really interesting things because they kind of look at a very holistic sort of way of thinking things, because they'll do food insecurity. They'll also do scholarship for camps. They'll do technology needs. They'll do all sorts of different things because they recognize that, some of these issues are not just one lane. It kind of covers a wide kind of range of different things. And the idea is to sort of address that kind of holistic problem and issues that a family or a community might be having. So I really like that.
On that note, can you pull up Team Wilderness? Because
yeah,
they're one of my favorites.
They're great.
And they are also working on, in a similar fashion, trying to help children who are underserved to get experiences that they would not normally be able to have by taking them on these hiking and camping and trips to other parts of the country sometimes. And you can see some of the photos down below.
Yeah, these are great.
And Steve Cunningham runs this organization, and he started it just a few years ago. So they are also trying to build capacity. So if you have a chance to support them, please, I would encourage folks to support all of these. Youth Foundation, this is their second year doing it, and they are doing much better than last year.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Another example of an organization that has increased their capacity.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that I know that we have actually had some students on Team Wilderness events, and it's just so incredibly impactful for students and for youth to be able to get onto these types of experiences.
So I just want to point out that we started at a little after 12, and it's now 12:30, and we're over $300,000. Wow. So that match minute made a tremendous difference, because we're talking about nearly $30,000 in just 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes. Yeah, well, almost 20 minutes. This is huge. This is huge. I'm gonna go check through and make sure that folks did get their matches, that they popped up on some of our screens, and hopefully they did. Last year, I did not do the matches automatically. I had to go back in and add them manually.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Which was kind of a pain.
Wow.
So this year we went back to the automatic matching, so that I don't have to worry about that.
It looks like we're having some of our other lovely people here join. I'm just going to pull up the leaderboard and see where we're at here. Look at that. York Street Project, 142 donors. Wow, that's fantastic.
I mean, I guess the question becomes, is Boys and Girls Club pulling ahead so far that they will be impossible to catch at this point?
You know,
I think anything can happen. So
I think anything can happen. It is so very, very early. It is 12:32 p.m. You know, I think it's too soon to say. Yeah, I think it's very interesting too to see that York Street Project has 142 donors. And I do like that idea that it's, that it's a broad community coming together. It's something definitely that we see within Learning Community Charter School. We see that's the thing that I do really enjoy, is seeing that there's a broad group of people. I looked into our page and I saw that one of my best friends from high school, who I probably see once every 10 years, she donated. She's a principal in Michigan. And so shout out to Jenny Bowman. Hey, but so it's nice to see that people from a wide group of your world donates.
All right, I think I'm doing this, but I'm going to go in and check on the back end.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm checking on these wonderful donations just to make sure. And I actually have to.
How are you doing, Paul? I feel like you've got to be pretty pleased with yourself.
I'm not saying anything.
You're the man to beat right now, pretty much.
Yeah, and I'm looking through the donation back end that I have available to me. And yes, it looks like the Goya matches have gone through. Let me just.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we would blow through that real quick. The clip that we're going through.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at 1213. I have to go way back. Yeah. It looks like the match was, it'll be hard to tell. I'll have to get the actual data from our technology partner, GiveGap, to find out exactly. They can tell me more specifically how fast the match was exhausted. But they do seem to have hit everyone's pages, and I see a broad diversity of folks were able to, in fact, take advantage of that $3,200 in match money.
I love it.
Had. So congratulations to everybody who did that. That's very exciting. I don't know if Wendy's on, or our co-hostess with the mostest. Oh, by the way, I have my Anthony Fauci doll out of the box finally.
Oh, look at that.
I took him out. It says Dr. Fauci, flatten the curve. This is a National Bobblehead Museum and Hall of Fame bobblehead. This is number 26,781 of more than 42,000 that they produced 2 years ago in the height of the pandemic. And so I bought one for myself. And I have a St. Peter's bobblehead doll that we will be giving away. And also a Statue of Liberty bobblehead doll. So St. Peter's is actually going to be joining us in a few minutes to talk. Can we take a look at the St. Peter's page real quick? I want to see.
Absolutely. And then I'm gonna stop sharing so that I can, because I have to go to another meeting.
Oh, very good. Oh, very good.
Yeah, they're great. Gosh, good.
Very
It's
good. I'm so glad to see they are raising some money this year.
that's fantastic.
Hey, Maria,
Yes.
it's Wendy Paul.
Hi.
Hi, I am on the move to get our stuff for afternoon. I sent you a message that my folks over at Nimbus, where I was going to broadcast, they are set up. So I don't know what time you're cutting over to St. Peter's, but they are on standby. I can send them.
We were going to cut over. Have St. Peter's is supposed to join at 12:45. So if they want to hop on for a few minutes, they are welcome to do so.
All right, let me.
I also have Nimbus scheduled for this evening at 7:30.
Yeah, I was going to broadcast from there, but I had to make a couple of stops to get those mics for this afternoon.
Gotcha.
So I could do, while I'm doing that, I have Kamora on standby. So let me just send her the link and a message.
Okay. Can you, Jennifer, can you stop
Yep.
sharing for a second?
There we go. And now you've got the helm, Sulu.
Thank you.
Showing my age, with which Star Trek I'm referencing, right?
Engage.
Okay, that's okay. That's the next one.
I don't even, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. We're all showing our age, I think. I don't even know if my niece would know, my 8-year-old niece would know what that is. So, all right, let me do something here. I made a mistake.
Let's see what's out there.
H and save. All right, so now I made a mistake on our live stream. It wasn't on the Hudson Gives page because I left off the H on the HTTPS. Oh, technology. What are we going to do? All right, so what I want to do is before St. Peter's comes on, I had this up last night. And I am the type of person who loves colorful socks and bobblehead dolls and obviously pug dolls. So I did realize this past weekend, because I have purchased my own Dr. Fauci, I get emails from the National Bobblehead Museum, and I was on their site this weekend, and I realized that they have a St. Peter's bobblehead doll available now because of St. Peter's run in the sweet to the sweet 16, right? So I have
The Elite Eight, actually.
Elite 8, thank you. I purchased a St. Peter's bobblehead. Actually, I purchased 2. One is for me, and one is being donated to Hudson Gives. So the first donor that gives a donation right now to St. Peter's of at least $25 and tips the host at least $10 can win this St. Peter's bobblehead doll.
Whoa.
All right, everybody, if you're listening, and I don't know how many of you are out there, maybe not that many, so I'll have to put an email. First person to give $25 to St. Peter's and $10 tip the host will win this bobblehead. Please note that the bobblehead will not be available until July. It's coming, so sit tight. Hi, Eric, how are you? Welcome to our live stream.
I am well, thank you.
Excellent. I believe some of your colleagues are joining you from St. Peter's.
Yes, Father Andrew Downing, who is my boss, and I think somebody else, I'm not sure.
Okay, let me pull up the email I got.
And while you do that, I'm going to sign off because I have to go off to another meeting, but it's been delightful to see everyone.
All right,
Everyone,
Jennifer, with the rest of your fundraising this
Yep.
afternoon.
I will be back to see you later on as we just have some conversations with some other groups later on.
All
See you
right,
later, Jen.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Jen.
Hi, Wendy.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Paul.
It's good to see you or not see you again.
Yes, I'm on the move, so not anywhere. It'll look like I'm like running through an unstable fields, earthquake level as I'm walking and driving. So I'm just staying on audio for now.
well, Wendy, we may have to just go straight to St. Peter's because it's 12:41.
Okay.
Just FYI. And again, I'm letting everyone know that if they make a donation to St. Peter's of at least $25 right now, first person who does this, and you have to make as well a donation of $10 to tip the host. So it's a $35 donation that will get you this bobblehead doll, the St. Peter's bobblehead doll.
Not one or the other, but both.
Exactly. They have to do both. Hi, Nimbus stands. Nimbus, we appreciate your joining. Unfortunately, we think we may have to go straight to St. Peter's, who's scheduled to be on our live stream at 12:45. But we say hi to Nimbus Dance, who's also participating this afternoon or today in our wonderful Hudson Gives campaign. So Eric, how are things going at St. Peter's and at the campus kitchen?
Things are going well. We are currently, we're still in our kind of full swing of things. So we are still recovering food and then providing meals each week, each day of the week, Monday through Friday. And so things are going pretty well. We're going to be starting to recover food from Hoboken Hospital and from Bayonne Hospital again, in partnership with Sodexo there.
And you know what, I apologize. I should have asked you first to introduce yourself to anybody who might be out there watching. We are on Facebook, so there may be some folks watching us on Facebook, and we should be on our Hudson Gives site at www.hudsongives.com. I'm actually just going to check that right now that we are live. That had to fix a little glitch, and we are perfect. Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone, please.
Sure. My name is Eric Seckel, lifelong resident of Jersey City, and work at St. Peter's University, obviously, and I direct the community service programs here, which include our spotlight today for Hudson Gives, St. Peter's Campus Kitchen, which does food recovery. So recovers food from cafeterias and dining halls that the excess food that might be wasted, might be thrown out, and we kind of repurpose it and get it to people who need it. And so we've been working for 8 years. I know we've recovered about 139,000 pounds of food and done about 112,000 meals. So very cool program. It's a win-win because the sites that we pick up from, the cafeterias, the dining halls throughout Jersey City, they win because they're not wasting the food, and we win because we get it and then get it to people who need it. So.
Oh, excellent. So the other day, the Chamber hosted an event, a brunch on the St. Peter's campus, and there was a lot of food left over. I'm assuming that food would have been perhaps recovered and.
Yep. Yep. We do have, you'd be surprised. I think I've been doing this long enough, and I myself have learned so much about food waste in the United States, but also just how things run. And with events at St. Peter's, but also anywhere. So some of our corporate sponsors are Lord Abbott, Goldman Sachs, their cafeterias, and when they host events, there's always extra food because you can't run out. If you want to riot on your hands, you can run out of food, and that's how you start a riot. But for the most part, you always overcook or you cook extra just in case. And that extra food traditionally, in the past was thrown away. And so the kind of the food recovery movement in the United States has really geared or focused in on trying to save that food from ending up in landfills. And so I guarantee that we probably we always, whenever we go and pick up from Aramark at St. Peter's, we can always tell if it was food from the cafeteria or food from a special event. And we've gotten some pretty nice things, prime rib, steak, things like that. So it's a great.
We only had breakfast, but I hope that was pancakes and eggs. But
oh yeah, we did actually get pancakes.
That happens to be my favorite meal. So I also want to welcome Andrew Downing, Father Downing. Thank you for joining us. Also from St. Peter's. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience here?
Sure. Thank you, Maria. My name is Father Andrew Downing. I am the Vice President for Mission and Ministry and also the Director of Campus Ministry at St. Peter's. So I also work with Eric in community service. I've only been at St. Peter's 4 years. I'm not a lifelong St. Peter's city person, but I've come to really like it in these 4 years. And jumped in. I live right across the street from the university, so a 4-year Jersey City resident.
Once you're here, you don't leave. He has a way of doing that.
Yeah, and that's great. Yeah. It's a special place, both the university and the city. Yeah.
Excellent. So tell us what you're going to do you have a $5,000 goal. What are you going to do with the funds that you raised today? And I am very pleased to see that you are on your way. You've raised almost a quarter of that, Eric, and Father Downing. Sorry, I'm putting the father and D together. I got doctor. What are the plans for the funds that you're raising?
So some of our main costs really are fairly basic. Our costs are hairnets, gloves, the disposable trays, individual disposable trays, and then the catering trays and things like that. And then, of course, we do some cooking because we also recover food from some grocery stores. So we sometimes get donated produce or donated meat and things like that. So our main costs are really there. The basic kitchen staples that we need kind of to function. And so our money would definitely probably go towards that. We recently received a grant from FEMA, and so one of the other things that we'll be doing is we'll be cooking a little bit more, which I'm timid and a little nervous, but also excited. I'm not that good of a cook, if you can imagine, but
you actually do the cooking yourself, Eric?
Yes. So we will do a lot of the cooking ourselves. And because again, it's not just food recovery in terms of food waste that's already been cooked. We also partner with places like Table to Table and things like that. And so we'll get things that can also be cooked that we have to add to a meal or cook or things like that. So for example, today is meatball day because we have some ground beef. So meatball day at the campus kitchen is today with some Hudson Catholic high school students who are coming over. Yeah, that's really.
That sounds good.
And of course, we have costs in one of the things you see our pride and joy, a refrigerated truck, which is essential for us to do our work. So there's always cost there in terms of gas when we're doing our deliveries and things like that.
Yeah, and I would think, and I don't, that since the pandemic, certainly there has been an increase in the need for your services, but also in the past year, we have seen costs of just about, so many goods and products go up. So you're feeling a bit stressed on both ends. Father Downing, can you talk a little bit about how you're perhaps what type of increased need you're seeing and how you're trying to address that?
I think we're seeing what you're describing. People's needs as prices go up with the inflation. I think we're starting to see the trend of that. But the need has always been there, unfortunately. And as Eric was talking about, we've been trying to fill that need for a number of years now. There are always people coming. I mean, Jersey City and Hudson County is a place of disembarkation, people coming to the country. So a lot of the people, not all, but many of the people we serve are themselves just recently arrived and trying to get their feet on the ground and become part of Jersey City's history, and this country's history. So whether we'll see more people along those lines too, I mean, I'm just thinking as we read more about the war in Ukraine and know that there are Ukrainian refugees, probably the most recent wave of people. Not so long ago, we were looking to try to help Afghan refugees coming from their own war-torn country. So a lot of different things are feeding into it. Then we also have our homegrown folks who need assistance. I mean, residents of the city for many years, and it's hard these days. So there's certainly a need for it, and we're doing our best to see to those people's needs with food and also with clothing. I don't know if that was mentioned yet either, but that's another service, and really financial assistance is helpful for the food part of things. But we also try to serve people's needs in any which way we can. Eric was shy though. He was. I don't think he mentioned, our great wish list. If people would be generous today, is to see about replacing a refrigerator. That's also very valuable to us.
I was going to point this out. It looks like you are trying to replace an 8-year-old refrigerator. $3,500 for that. So I'd imagine this is a huge industrial size, commercial size, I guess.
Commercial, yeah.
And it's on its last legs. Imagine.
Yeah. I mean, it's held out and served us well. But sometimes it is time to upgrade, which would certainly help us immensely.
Yeah, and then I can see as well, the van, and I can only imagine the gas for the van has gone up. And Father Downing sort of mentioned refugees and immigrants, and I think we should all remember that many of us have immigration in our past. We wouldn't be here in this country if not for someone being brave enough somewhere in our ancestry to have made the trip here to this country. So let's do the same for those who are arriving now, some of whom are coming from some really troubled spots in the world, and they need our help. But they will contribute like we have and our families have to this country. So, we have a tradition to hold up here in America, I would say.
Well said. Yep.
Excellent.
Great.
What else do you want to tell us about the campus kitchen? How wide a sort of geographic area do you all serve? Is it immediate to the university, or is that something?
Yeah, no. So we get a fair number of our clients. So we serve some individual clients, so individual families or just individuals themselves, and we drop off meals to them. And that kind of they span. Some of them are in Bayonne, some of them are scattered throughout Jersey City. But then we also provide dinner to certain sites each day of the week. So Monday, we provide to Haven, which is a adolescent respite on Roosevelt Avenue, actually not far from where I live. And on Tuesdays, we go up to Union City and drop off dinner for Perk Shelter. Wednesdays, we drop off to Mary's Place and Magnificent House, which is they are kind of safe houses for women in Greenville section. and then Hope House on Thursdays and St. Lucy's Shelter on Fridays. But but we're always open. I think that's the great thing about the program, but also the students. We're always open and available to help people in any way. And so an alum of St. Peter's recently got involved in a water coalition in Newark, New Jersey. And they asked if they distribute water and things like that on Saturdays. And they asked if we could provide maybe meals. And so this Saturday, we're going to provide about 75 to 100 cooked meals for their clients. So, we simply probably because of just time and I guess time and just because of our locality, we stay mostly in Hudson County, but we're not opposed to, if we can help in some way, helping other places.
Right. Yeah, it's a little bit of, I guess I would imagine some triaging. I see that there's a video on your profile page. I want to see if we can play this.
Sure.
Let me go ahead and.
Ever since we were children, we have been taught not to waste food.
Yet in the United States, over 40% of food goes uneaten and is ultimately thrown out. This has to stop.
At St. Peter's University, we are dedicated to not only stopping the wasted food, but making sure the food goes to those who need it.
That is why in 2014, St. Peter's opened the Campus Kitchen.
Campus Kitchen takes uneaten food from the dining hall, as well as from local business partners, and repurposes and repackages it into healthy, balanced meals.
So far, the Campus Kitchen has recovered over 10,000 pounds of food.
The kitchen is a volunteer project, and over 200 students have dedicated their time to this worthy cause.
In just 1 year, the Campus Kitchen was able to prepare over 10,113 meals, which were distributed to families and other individuals in the community.
But we're not done. We want to expand our Campus Kitchen so that we can make even more meals to help feed the community. We would like to convert this empty space into a second prep area for our Campus Kitchen.
Any contribution you make will not only bring the Campus Kitchen closer to reaching its goal, but it will also lead to more families receiving food, which is a basic human right all people deserve.
Together, we can change lives, one meal at a time.
Wow, that was excellent. Let me see if I can stop playing it. Hold on. This is just finishing up the credits. Oh, there it is. So one of the things that I think we really should mention is that there are students, Father Downing, who are serving in the kitchen in campus ministry, campus kitchen. Is this a requirement at St. Peter's? I know it's very much tied to your mission and how you educate young people. Can you talk about that?
Sure. Yeah. It is very close to our mission as a Jesuit and Catholic school. And as you heard in that video of, being taught as children not to waste food, but also wanting to teach to give back and to give generously when a person has things that others need. It really doesn't belong to that person, but it belongs to all of us. We don't have a formal requirement for everyone to do it. Now that might sound a little counterintuitive, counter something, but we really want the spirit of community service, of service in general, to come from an authentic place. And so see all that we do at St. Peter's as trying to form and teach our students those values and let them come to an experience of service on their own. And find in that experience, a fulfillment and affirmation of those values that makes them want to do it more and makes them want to do it once they graduate. make it a part of their lives, in other words. We do get students of a good number of students volunteering. Many of the organizations on campus require their students to at least have a little bit of a community service experience. Many of the sports teams, many of the honor societies, for instance, and even some classes. Many professors are very much on board with the whole pedagogy of not just teaching in the classroom, but allowing students to learn and experience another kind of learning outside the classroom. So many professors either require it or make it extra credit. So all in all, we get a good proportion of the student body coming through the campus kitchen to have that kind of experience. And we certainly also want to make that available to others, other students. So it's not just St. Peter's students who can benefit in a way, benefit by giving, but we also get high school students, St. Peter's Preps, obviously, but also Hudson Catholic right across the street. St. Dominic's Academy sends students. There might be some others too, and Eric can probably fill in some of the details, but we also get younger students who work alongside our own university students. And, that's also a good thing.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Thank you for that. And Eric did mention the Hudson Catholic students that were there recently. This is tremendous. We also at the Chamber, we partner with St. Peter's in some of those. We have a town and gown program that, like your campus kitchen, gets students into the real world to learn. And so I think that that's tremendous that you have some really young students joining you for this type of learning, which is so critical. I want to thank you both for coming. And again, folks, if you can help St. Peter's, they are looking to raise $5,000. That's their goal. What you can do is go to the Hudson Give site. You can do this on your laptop, your desktop, your mobile device. In this search button right here or field, I'm going to put in St. Peter's. And there it is, St. Peter's University's Campus Kitchen. They are trying to raise another $3,800, so you can help them donate here right now, and you can see how the funds will be used to support what they're doing throughout the community. So thank you again. Really appreciate you both coming on, and good luck with the rest of the fundraising throughout the day. And until next Wednesday.
Thank you so much.
All righty.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
All righty, everybody. As we say goodbye to St. Peter's, I want to see who is still, Paul, are you on?
Yep, I'm still here.
All righty. So I am going to possibly cut out soon, but I do want to remind everyone, and I don't know if Kimura is on, if she just wants to say hi really quickly. I know Wendy invited her on.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Kimura, do you want to just introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. I'm Kimura Robinson, and I am with Nimbus Dance. And Hudson Gives today, we are trying to raise $15,000 in scholarship funds for kids throughout Jersey City and Hudson County. We have, oh, thank you, you're pulling up our page now. We have different pockets and different levels of donors. Any amount is very helpful for us. As of this morning, around 11 o'clock, we were already able to provide 5 full scholarships for kids over the summer. So as long as we keep on pounding and pushing and sharing and donating, then we can get more kids in here for free.
Excellent. So you're about a third of the way, more than a third of the way through your goal. That's excellent. I'm really impressed. We have a long day ahead of us. We still have another 11 hours in our big giving day right now. There's another match minute at 7:36. So and we're going to see you. We're going to see you this evening at 7:15ish, right?
Yes, 7:15 will be on
All right.
before the match minute. So we're geared up for that.
Excellent. So then we'll do the whole watch your video, maybe see some of the space. I don't know what you guys have planned for us. But this is excellent. I'm really glad. And I will just plug that I was at Nimbus 2 weeks ago, and I had an excellent, excellent, excellent time. If you have not been to their center on Morgan Street, I highly, highly advise you all to get out there and go and visit. partake in the cultural landscape that they are helping to create here in Jersey City and Hudson County, and then donate so that this continues and we can have a wonderful cultural scene here. Excellent. Did I say that well enough? I hope I did.
You did. We're looking forward to 17. Hope we can do a quick walkthrough of our space and maybe pop in on a couple of the kids' dance classes.
And I will hope to see that your fundraising amount has inched up here.
Let's hope by when we come back at 7:15, we'll be at least $10,000.
Yeah, that would be great, right? And then
Everyone hope for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna cross fingers. Woohoo! All right. Thank you so much, Kimora. We'll see you later. I'm gonna sign off soon. Before I sign off this afternoon, though, I have to go back to my, where is it? And I'm gonna send an email out. I'm gonna send an email out. Here's the St. Peter's University bobblehead doll, everybody. If you're a St. Peter's fan, and I know there are St. Peter's fans out there, you want this bobblehead doll. This is a bobblehead doll from the actual National Bobblehead Museum and Hall of Fame. And St. Peter's has made it into the Bobblehead Hall of Fame because their basketball team went to the Elite Eight. I bet they didn't realize what they would accomplish with that run this past March. But here they are. They have a bobblehead of their mascot. I have purchased one for myself, and the foundation has purchased one to give away during Hudson Gives. So if you make a donation to St. Peter's Campus Ministry of at least $25, and if you tip the host, Hudson County Chamber Foundation, of at least $10, you will be eligible to win this. I'm going to send out an email. It's now 1 o'clock, so between now and 2 p.m., if you make such a donation, you will be eligible to win this bobblehead. All righty? All right. Paul, do you want to say anything before we head out for the afternoon? Do some more fundraising, everybody?
Everybody get excited and donate. Donate to your favorite organization. Mine is Jersey City Theater Center. We're number 2 right now, I think.
And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. It's a long day.
Things have been changing very rapidly on the leaderboard. I don't think any of this is hard and set yet. I think we'll see some more changes. I know
24 hours in a day.
This leaderboard, even since this morning, I'm just checking on. Yeah, Friends of the Learning Community Charter School is just an example. And I hate to keep pulling them out, but they were number 20 this morning, early this morning. And they're creeping in there at number 6. And this top 3 right here, I'm keeping my eye on all 3 of them because I just don't know who's going to end up at the top. So we shall see. I'm going to get my popcorn out tonight. It's going to be very interesting. All right.
I'm going to bring out the bourbon again.
You are? I'm going to get a bottle of champagne. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be in the office, so I'm going to take my champagne to the office and some popcorn. That's what I'll do. All right.
All righty then.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Remember, we will be on live streaming tonight. We have our pet parade and our Hudson County Trivia Contest, where donors can win $250 in each contest to give to their favorite charity. Or I suppose they could split it up among various charities. I've never thought about that before. And then number 2, we will be counting down to see how close we can get all of our nonprofits to our goal of $700,000. I'm pleased to say that we are at $300,000. We are ahead of our pace for last year. We didn't get to 300,000 until 2 o'clock last year. And honestly, we got to 300,000 because of one very generous donation. So we are way ahead of pace here. I'm very pleased by this and pleased to see all the fundraising that's taking place. So join us this evening at 6. We'll be live streaming. You can enter our trivia contest and we will see which pet will win a mascot for the year and bragging rights. All right, everybody. I'm Maria Nieves saying ta-ta. Keep giving. Give early, give often. It's Hudson County, after all. Bye.